Bryan Mbuemo to Manchester United. Here we go. This is the Manchester United I finally recognize. This is the Manchester United I finally recognize. So Manchester United have decided to wake up after 3 years of talking stage. Manchester United. But the thing is that Manchester United, your sporting directors need to do better in doing deals like this. Your sporting directors need to do better. You can't be spending close to 3 years, maybe 3 months on a player when you still have other issues in the squad to address. If I'm not mistaken, you still have defensive issues to address in the squad. And how will you address these things when you've not finalized Mbuemo's deal yet? So Manchester United, your sporting director, your board, everyone, they need to do better. To be honest, you all need to do better. Manchester United, they need to do better because you still have defensive issues to resolve. I think you still have striker issues to resolve because you cannot go into the next season with those two guys as your striker. But you can still use Zegzi. But me, I still believe Manchester United still have strikers issues to address. But that is why your sporting directors, your board, need to be making deal. Don't you see how Chelsea do their deal? They need to do better. So 70 million for Bryan Mbuemo. Before we even talk about the fee, this is a very, very good signing for Manchester United. To be honest, it's a very good signing. This guy, he has incredible work rate. Apart from even the goal scoring, apart from the fact that he can score goals, his work rate is crazy. He is just like Mohamed Salah, and even a better version of Mohamed Salah because of the work rate. Without the ball, he also contributes to the team. So Manchester United will be getting a very, very good player, which will improve the team because that is what they've been lacking. That is what they've been lacking. They've been lacking players that will improve the team, players that can actually win trophies for them, players that can actually take them to the next level. And with these guys, with Cunha, with Zegzi, with Mbuemo leading the attack, I think Manchester United, and they are going to be playing one game per week. So I think Manchester United will finish in the top 6 next season. I am fully convinced that Manchester United can finish in the top 6 next season with the way their transfer window is going so far. But what will now make their transfer window go very smoothly is if they can sort out their defensive issues, get a good right wing back in Dumfries. His contract is about to expire in Inter, and Manchester United can tempt him because Manchester United still remain the biggest club in Spain, in England, regardless of the issue that is going on right now. Manchester United still remains the biggest club in England. So the thing is that I still feel as though I can sort out that right wing back issue and get Dumfries. Is very good. He will give you good raw pace and power. So that's how good he is. His strength, and he can also score goals, and also they can get a striker. For me, that will make Manchester United window a very complete window. But for now, I think they are cooking so far. Good, good signings. Good. This is a very good signing. 20 goals and 15 non-penalty goals. Look at this. Look at that improvement. Look at this beautiful signing. 20 goals and 15 non-penalty goals with 7 assists, 27 GA in the league alone. You want to tell me this is not an upgrade in Manchester United? This is a proper upgrade in Manchester United. Which winger have Manchester United have that in recent years that is as good as Mbuemo? So regardless how you want to look at it, Mbuemo is a massive improvement in the team, with Ahmad behind him and then Mbuemo up top. So you see, Manchester United, I'm convinced Manchester United next season they are going to finish in top 6. Beware of Manchester United. They are going to finish in top 6 next season because they are going to be playing one game per week. A lot of energy to conserve. While the others will be playing Champions League, will be playing FA Cup, Carabao and the rest. Manchester United will just be playing one game per week. A lot of energy to conserve. I pity who sleep on Manchester United. I pity who sleep on Manchester United next season. If you like, sleep on Manchester United. If you like, don't sleep on Manchester United. Now we are going to talk about the 70 million fee, because there have been a lot of outrage. Even I myself have made a video concerning the fee, because I saw they sent an improved fee that was close to about 80 million yesterday, and that's got me spooked. Like, I was like, Mbuemo, 80 million? In what world is Mbuemo worth 80 million? Manchester United need to back out from this deal. That's why I made that video. You can go and check. I made that video about about the 80 million. I know there's inflation in the transfer market now. There's a lot of inflation in the transfer market, but I still feel as though 80 million for Mbuemo is too much. How much did Chelsea get João Pedro for? How much did Chelsea get Jamie Gittens for? So that is what, those are the kind of things I viewed, and I felt like as though Manchester United will be making a huge mistake if they should go through with this deal that is close to 80 million. But now, looking at it now, 70 million package for Mbuemo's deal. Let's talk about the fee. But before we are going to talk about the fee, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. And don't forget to, to share this video. Please subscribe to this channel. Get me to 1,000 subscribers. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers together. Let's grow together, and I promise you, you won't stop getting daily football content from this page. Like I said, I post every day. I can even post again today, and there is a lot of gist to talk about. I'm going to talk about AKTK and and Liverpool, because there is something brewing in that side of England. But for now, subscribe to this video and let's talk about Mbuemo's fee. 70 million fee for Mbuemo. Is it a good fee or a bad fee for Manchester United? Is this a good investment or a bad investment for Manchester United? In my opinion, it is good and bad. For me, in my opinion, that's just it, because I still feel as though this 70 million is still too much for him. That's what I feel, because I feel that they can say, oh, he's Premier League proven, yes, he's Premier League proven, but it is not entirely by being Premier League proven, because we've seen Premier League players who switch to other clubs and they flop. Yeah, we've seen that. Look at Mason Mount from Chelsea. He had a good stint with Chelsea, and I can say he's a Chelsea legend, low-key. Left Chelsea and went to Manchester United, and now I've been struggling for fitness, has not even give them 10 straight consistent games. So we've seen Premier League proven players who still flop when they switch to another club. It is not entirely by it is Premier League proven. Alexander Isak came from Real Sociedad, and now he's dominating the Premier League. He scored 23 goals last season. So it is not entirely by being Premier League proven. That is why I still feel as though the 70 million is a bit too much for him. It's a bit too much. Even though he's a very good player and a very good signing. But on the other hand, again, I had a rethink that, okay, 70 million is too much. But on the other hand, the market is already inflated already. This market is already, the inflation in the market is crazy. It's crazy. You see players like Sancho. How much did they buy Sancho? How much was Anthony? How much was Anthony bought for? So now there is a lot of inflation in the market, and every club now are looking to cash out on their player, so they can use that money to invest in getting more players. So that is why I feel as though the 70 million is still bargain. It's still a bargain. For Manchester United, it's still a bargain. At least Mbuemo is not that kind of a bad player that that you can just, oh, he's not really worth 70 million. He's not really worth 70 million. The market alone played a huge role in why players are being overpriced today. I think that is why that 70 million fee looks a bit too much for Bryan Mbuemo. That is my own opinion though, but low key for me, it is still too much. I'm not going to lie to you, it is still too much, because 70 million package for Bryan Mbuemo, it's just one season of 20 Premier League goals that he has given us. He has not done it back to back. So, but I still feel it is a good signing. Manchester United, don't get me wrong, it is a very, very, it's a very, very good signing, and you are going to enjoy. You are really going to enjoy Mbuemo in your club. You are really going to enjoy Mbuemo because of what he is going to offer, what he's going to offer on the ball, and what he's going to offer off the ball, pairing with Cunha and Bruno Fernandes in behind. He is going to do a lot of damage in that attack. In fact, Cunha, Zexi, but I still feel Manchester United need to get a striker. But let's just use Zexi there. Zexi and then Bryan Mbuemo, the three of them paired together, it is going to be a very, very, a very, very dangerous attack. But then again, that 70 million for me is still too much. But on the other hand, the inflation of the market these days, is making that 70 million now look like a bargain deal. So I still feel as though it is still a bargain for United fans now, and hopefully there is no issues with maybe fitness or anything. He does not have any issues with the club or anything, with what other players have faced. Hopefully he does not go through things like that, because if he does not go through things like that, Manchester United, you are in for a treat next season. I pity who sleep for Manchester United next season. I pity who sleep for Manchester United next season. If you know you have bantered Manchester United fans, you better start apologizing now, because Manchester United are about to kickstart in a very, in a crazy form next season. I pity who sleep for Manchester United. So guys, tell me what you think about Mbuemo's deal to Manchester United. If the 70 million is too much for him, or it's okay for him, but for me, I still stay that it is a bargain deal. But let me know what you think about this Mbuemo deal. Is it a bargain for Manchester United? What do you think about it? Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to share. Please subscribe and get me to 1,000 subscribers. Ejo ma, Ejo sir. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Subscribe. Hope you are subscribing. Click it, click it, click it.